United States of America and the United Kingdom seem to be having a competition to find out who can screw themselves up the most. So far, Britain is in the lead, but the Americans have a trump card.
Here comes the money.
One day, Canada will take over the United States. It won't be like an invasion or nothing. It'll be more like an intervention. Movies are always way more fun if you dress up like the character's cosplay style. Like for me, I didn't eat for 3 weeks when I watched Schindler's List. Sometimes people ask me, Toons, why do you say such hurtful things? And I say, I don't say hurtful things, I say truthful things. If they hurt, well, that's on you. So back in 1969, we walked and drove all up on the moon. And almost 60 years later, we got robots and AI up the wazoo and a powerful computer in our pockets. But we won't be going back to the actual moon. We're just gonna do a drive-by. The Tony Toons Valentine's Lyrics of Love. This feels so good. It feels so right. I just wish it wasn't 10 grand a night.
Tell me lies.
Our love will never become cold and hollow unless one day you refuse to swallow.
Tell me lies.
If you think that hickey looks like a blister, you should check out the one I gave to your sister.
Tell me lies.
Before I met you, my heart was so famished. But now I'm all fulfilled, so go make me a sandwich. Doctor, you'll be at peace soon, sir. Man, why, Doc? Am I dying? Doctor, no, your wife is. Men, guys, boys, can I talk to you for just a minute? Can you please tell me what in the actual fuck am I looking at over here? I mean, I know, it stems from oversized hand-me-downs in the hood and no belts allowed in prison. But neither of that is going on here. Guys, what kind of girl's gonna like that? Have some self-respect. Can we please not walk around in our stinking underwear? Extensive studies have shown that the best cure for aging is suicide. What makes suicide illegal? Getting caught. So I was having sex with my wife the other night when I shouted, "Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?" And she pushed me off of her and started crying, like really bawling. I had totally forgotten that she's an orphan. What walks through dark alleys and has holes in it? Batman's parents. What did Mr. Freeze do when Batman finally caught him? He had a meltdown.
The Iceman cometh. Freeze in hell, Batman!
What's with tools nowadays? Like I saw a flashlight at Canadian Tire that had 15 settings available. I guess it's because they think people might need help to signal.
I'm Batman.
What do you call a lesbian with braces? Box cutter. What do you call a person that speaks 3 languages? Trilingual. What do you call a person that speaks 2 languages? Bilingual. What do you call a person that speaks 1 language? So a few years ago, I was on this dating site called Ashley Madison. And I was asked by this woman that I was talking to come and hang out with her, as she was only a couple of hours away. So I decided that I would Uber there, and it cost me a couple of $100 to get there. But I had a little problem developing, as I had inadvertently left my house with my phone on low battery, like 8 bars left. I had no way to charge it, and so by the time I finally got to her building, my phone was completely dead, leaving me with no way of contacting her. But just in case that this happened, I had written down her number. So I'm walking around the area, around her building, and I noticed this biker type bar. So I head in there and I see these 2 big hulking and heavily tattooed biker dudes talking. So I go up to them and I politely explain my situation to them and ask if I can use one of their phones. And one of the big muscular guys said, yeah, sure, I'll help you out, use mine. So I grab his phone, and when I start punching in all of the numbers, the name Wifey came up on the screen. So I threw the phone at him, and I ran for my life out the door. Sometimes people say to me, Tunes, you know what I like the most about all your awesome stories? And I say, what? And they say, I like the fact that you're consistent when telling them, 'cause you've told me like 100 of them through the years, and they're always the same, no deviation. And I say, thank you very much. And then I tell them, you know why that is, right? And they say, no, why? And I say, it's 'cause all of the stories I tell are true. A woman was at the local pet shop and she caught herself a big koi fish. And this was a super special koi fish. And it says to her, bring me to the lake, let me go, and I'll give you one amazing wish. The woman replies, oh, okay, I want my husband to never say the word no. The koi fish says, okay, done. So the wife returns home hurriedly and excitedly, and she puts it to the test right away. So she says to her husband, honey, will you buy me a nice new expensive fur coat and a Rolex? The husband looks at her and says, fuck you. Oh! If you want to become a successful DJ, you got to start from... If Jesus was a Jew, how come he has a Mexican name? Being British is like driving a German car to an Irish pub for a Belgian beer, then traveling home and grabbing an Indian curry or a Turkish kebab on the way to sit on Swedish furniture and watch American shows on a Japanese TV.
I'm Peppa Pig.
Did you know that every single conspiracy that you can think of has now come to fruition and proven true? I will challenge anyone to debate me and prove otherwise, which would ultimately mean that all governments, except El Salvador, lie to its citizens, not one time, not 2 times, all the times about every single thing since you were born. You name it, and it's a lie. Moon landing? Lie. Ball Earth hurtling through space, spinning on an axis? Lie. JFK? Lie. 9/11? Lie. Aliens? Lie! It's almost kind of like my comedy videos, 'cause some people get all offended by a joke. And I reply by saying, so all the other ones were jokes, except the one you're offended by. Walking up to the Fabricland checkout counter, the very pretty lady asked, "Hi, I'd like to buy this material for a new dress that I'm making. How much does it cost?" The male sales clerk replied with a smirk, "Only 1 kiss per yard, ma'am." "Oh, that's fine," replied the woman earnestly. "I'll take 15 yards, please." With expectation and anticipation written all over his face, the handsome clerk hurriedly measured out 15 yards, wrapped the cloth up, and then held it out teasingly to the woman. The lady snapped up the package, then pointed to an old man standing beside her and said, "Okay, Grandpa George, pay the man."